Hello everyone. The title was wrong, Blunt. The title was not correct. I apologize for that. I forgot to change it. But I am here now. Good evening to everybody. Wearing the Blue Lock drip. I love Blue Lock. But yeah. Maybe I bring Terrapagos though, but I cannot tell yet. Eric, good evening. Yeah, playing against you is always fun because the matches are always close. So yeah. Today, I'm not sure if this is like the best layout. I obviously I was not able to create a tier list in the tier list maker because getting a picture from every player that is going is just not possible, and that's why I thought I had to get a little creative. I'm doing it in a like Excel document. It's not Excel, it's Google Docs, Google grids, tables, whatever. But I think it is fine. We could obviously also say that I make like a list: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. Depends on what you think is smarter. Do you rather want to have like a tier list where we put the players in certain tiers? Or do you rather want to have like a ranking of all players? I also prepared this. It's the Bambuild ladder. So we can, for example, look up the results, the latest results, how the players are doing. We can also look up on the leaderboard where they are. Or I can also open the CP sheet, which is a very cool document so that everybody can see how good their season was. For example, Marco Fierro, a ton of GC points, a ton of major points, and you can see like all the points they got and stuff. That is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Today, thank you, Loila, for the sub. Appreciate it. Guten Abend, Leute, was geht? Yeah, of course, Eric, of course. Tier list all the way, definitely tier list. Okay, then I will just wait a little bit until more people showed up. But if I forgot someone where you know he is definitely going, let me know. Or if I added someone where you know he is definitely not going, you can also tell me that. I tried to like ask some people. I made the Twitter post, some of you saw it. And yeah, I have a list of like, I think 30 players, maybe a little more. Like this is the list of players I have. So yeah, let's see. I think there are a lot of good European players. We can also say that we, if this is like too fast, we can also rank some NA players if you also want that. We can definitely do that as well if we have time. And thank you, Sauer, for the bits. 245 bits, thank you so much. Good evening, how are you doing? That is a lot, thank you so much. And hi Magic, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Let me drink something really quick. Good old fresh water. No Pepsi today. Liam, I saw it. My brother and I were watching and we were like, okay, you played against the undefeated player in semifinals and we were like, okay, it's going to be tough. And then you beat them and we were like, okay, is Liam going to win the whole thing? Unfortunately not, but still a great result, Liam. Happy for your finals. I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, I'm also doing great. I have to prepare some stuff because I am going to NAIC, for those who didn't know. Hi, Justin. Justin, you are so good. Justin, you need to understand. I was watching your set and I said, UCC with Smeargel. He will either switch into Insin or he will click follow me, UCC with Smeargel. And when you clicked CC, you clicked every single time you clicked the play. I would have also clicked, and the team was goated, and I was cheering you on, like, oh, like another top 16. I'm literally so happy for you, and your set was sick, and yeah. You are not playing NAIC, right? I think you are literally one of my favorites player. You said you're going to take pictures, but then you replied to my tweet, and I was like, wait a second, Justin? But I assume you're taking pictures again. Like, whatever you do, you play, you're a goat. You take pictures, you're a goat. You are here, you're a goat. So, yeah. Yo, Blunt, thank you for the bits as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm going as a photographer. Okay. But yeah, like 2 top 16s is really sick. Does that mean maybe some, like, it hurts because I want to see more of your photos, but I also want to see you play. So, yeah. Hi Super, hi Slaney, how are you doing? But yeah, let's get started, I would say. Let's start with the first player we have on the list, Theo Time Massot, okay? Theo Time is a French player who also started in Scarlet and Violet as far as I know, and Theo Time had some really good results. He should be somewhere here, 21st. So Theo Time lately has been on a streak, so we can like check this season. So yo, Blunt, thank you for 50 more bits. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So is also everything fine with the music? I hope it is. I didn't test it, so if it is too quiet or something, please let me know. But yeah, so he started, like before this season, he played 2 tournaments, EUIC and Lille. Where in Lille he finished 33rd, in EUIC it didn't really go his way. And then in this season he started off a little, like, not bad, but like a little slow, with a 5-3 result in Dortmund, 5-3 result in Lille, 4-4 result in Gdansk, and then suddenly he popped off. Top 4 in Stuttgart, top 8 in EUIC, then like top 128 in Stockholm is also not bad, but just 4-4, and then 8-3 in Utrecht, and now top 4 in Bologna. So Theo Time is a player who's also currently, I think, top 10 in Europe. So he's currently ranked 7th with 1670 championship points, which is a ton. He also got, he maxed out his locals and 250 points through GCs. 120, 65, and 65. Yo, Spinix, thank you for your prime. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, Theo Time, a player who really popped out of nowhere, and with 2 top 4s and a top 8 in EUIC, he's definitely a foe to be reckoned with. I also played him in an online tournament recently, like 3 months ago, and we had a really close set. So I think Theo Time is a good player. For sure, like definitely A-tier level. The question is, where do we rank him exactly? I would not say that Theo Time is an S-tier player. For that, he just hasn't won anything. He wasn't even in the finals. But still, like, he's top 7 in EU. So I would put him in A+. Yeah, I put him in A+. If you disagree with me, feel free to write that in the chat. Like, if everybody says, oh no, he does not deserve to be there, or he deserves to be better, he deserves to be worse, you can obviously tell me your thoughts in the chat as well. But yeah, for now, I will put Theo Time in A+, because I think he's a player who can definitely top cut NAIC. I don't think he will win, but it's quite possible that he will either top cut or have a good day too, like a 9-3 finish. So that is my guess for Theo Time. depends a bit on how you rank the others. Fair enough. Next up, we've got Adam Chawawi. Adam said that he wasn't going, but then a ton of players replied on my Twitter that Adam is going, Adam is going. I got even DMs that said Adam is going. So, okay, putting him in A, we will see, okay? But yeah, Adam Chawawi, he has not played a lot in this season. He was able to get his Worlds invite in Bologna. He had to go top 8 in Bologna to get his Worlds invite. And guess what? He finished top 8. So for this season, last season, he finished 8-3 in Worlds. He only lost to Alex Gomez, Jungsi Zhu, and Carlos Cabal. He even beat Shohei on stream in round 1. For those who didn't see, it was a crazy set, back and forth, Shadow Rider, Mirror. And yeah, he was able to finish in top 32 at Worlds, which is a great finish. But yeah, it's the former, yes. But then Lille, he finishes 8-3. Birmingham was not a good tournament for him. Then in EUIC, he finishes 9-3, being eliminated by Paul Chua. Stockholm, he finishes 5-3 after he started. Yeah, he started 4-0, then he lost 2, and then he lost the win and in as well. In Utrecht, he finishes top 32. The person who knocked him out was Johan Weinmeikers, because he finished 7-1 in day 1. I played him in round 9, but he beats good players like Aurelian, for example. So, yeah. And now he finished top 8 in Bologna. So, Adam is also a player with, if we take a look at the stats, he played 22 tournaments, had 14 day 2s, 3 top cuts. And if we take a look at the internationals, he played 3, and he day 2'd all of them. So, let's see, EUIC, 35th, amazing result. Then we've had EUIC here, top 64 again. And was it NAIC? No, wait, why does it say 3 internationals? Because Worlds, he also day 2'd both Worlds, but what was the third international? All 3 EUICs, yeah. Here he finished 67th. And Worlds he finished 30th. And okay, day 2 was not day 2 wasn't great. But day 1 he also played and he finished 5-2. Yo, Johan, how you doing? Good evening. Johan, what's your plan for the next season? Are you trying to play more, or are you doing the same kind of stuff as this year? Because I think you're a top tier player, honestly. You would rank Adam over Teotime? I mean, he is super consistent. He day 2s so much. But Teotime kinda does as well, right? He played 11 tournaments, only day 2'd 5, I guess, yeah. Yo, Blaine, I saw your message. I will get back to you, but how you doing? Are you looking forward to NAIC, or how is your tournament called? It's not the last chance qualifier, right? It's not the Aeos Cup, it's the, I don't know what it is called. I also heard that Unite is going to get banned in some European countries. It's last stretch, okay. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I agree that I think Adam's consistency is better than Teotime's, but I would not put Adam in A+. I would put Adam in A, and probably Teotime in A as well. I think that makes more sense. Or we put Teotime in A-. But Teotime, I mean, he comes off of a top 8 in EUIC. Yeah, exactly. It's weird, but understandable. And hi, Hauke. But yeah, I think... Now, I would put them in the same tier for now. I think that makes more sense. Next up, we've got Aurelian. And for those who are not familiar with Aurelian, thank you, Logical, for the follow. Appreciate it. But for those who are not familiar with Aurelian, I shall show you something, okay? And hi, Musti. Good evening. Okay, nice, Joanne. Sounds amazing. Looking forward to it. So Aurelian played 20 tournaments. They debuted 15, top cut 9. Let's take a look at internationals. They debuted 4 out of 6, cut 2 out of 6. And worlds, they debuted only 1. But Aurelian is insane. Like, Aurelian isn't even qualified for worlds yet, okay? Currently, Aurelian is ranked out of the 75 players that are currently in the race. You need 900 championship points as of now. Aurelian is ranked 79th. The good thing is, as long as Aurelian gets points, they will qualify. So, if 5-3 is enough for them, because we will probably have over 1,024 players, which means top 512 gets championship points. And like Aurelian 100% goes top 512. The question is, how far can they go? Can they go even further? And I would say yes. Let's take a look at, like, in this season, Aurelian only played 3 tournaments. Lille, 18th. EUIC was not their tournament. I mean, losses to Luca Cianci and Chapa Cross are respectable, so that's and basically you can lose to every player. Like, the competition is so stacked. Like, I think losing to someone people do not know doesn't mean that you lost to someone who is bad. It just means that you lost to someone who was not actively involved in the scene, because you always see these newer players popping up and just keep they are not just winning, they are like going for deep ones as well. For example, who is it? William Brown. Also, I think they started this season. Boom, they are currently number 5 in NA, I think, and stuff like that keeps happening even more. Yeah, that's fair, Joanne. I'm not a fan of the teams you play. Gotta be honest with that, but that's a different topic. And good evening, High Tech. I saw your messages. But yeah, 4 second places. So this season was like not bad. 1 top 16, 1 top 32. But yeah, NAIC last year, 2nd. Stockholm, 9th. EUIC, 8th. Utrecht, 2nd. Liverpool, 5th. Lille, 2nd. Barcelona, 13th. Like, the last season of Aurelian was, up until NAIC, probably like best player in the world without winning a tournament. Hi Fede Campo, how are you doing? Good evening. I will also rank you. I hope you're looking forward to that. But yeah, before that, Aurelian had like top 32 in Turin, top 2 in Utrecht, top 4 in Bochum, good OCAC. So Aurelian is consistent, but this season was like not their best season. And I think Aurelian is a player, at least for me, who's very predictable in their place. And hi Fuzzy, how you doing? And Chero as well. And hi Nicolo. Oh, Nicolo, you are going? I was not sure, because you said, I don't have you in the list. But if you confirm now that you're going, I will add you to the list. Do you confirm that you are going? Wait, no, you're Nicolo Long. No, you're Nicolo Poyato, right? Wait, we have Nico VGC and Nico Numbers. I think Nico Numbers was Poyato and Nico VGC was Longo. I don't want to mix this up. Hope you win for me. Okay, I see. Oh, you're Longo. Okay. I should have known from the last stream. I apologize. Also, congrats on your, I think it was an 8-3 finish in Bologna. Was not a bad tournament, especially with the team you bought. But yeah, Let's go, Fuzzy. So Adam is not going. I will still keep him in the list. Poyato is going. Okay. Nicolo Poyato. I think he has somewhere, like an Axor somewhere. But yeah. Perhaps Connor, perhaps. But yeah, Aurelian, I would put Aurelian in A+. You could say you could put Aurelian in S as well. Also, I messed up a little bit. Hold on. Because it is supposed to be 3, not 4. Hold on. This as well. Thank you for the follow, Fuzzy. Appreciate it. I just gotta fix this really quick. Oh, my bad. Wait, why are they are all 4? Wait, why? Okay, let me fix it really quick. But it is supposed to be 3. Oh no, this does not work like that. I messed up. My bad. But why is it that way? This doesn't last too long. But what do you think? Is like, I think Aurelian is a player who can win it all, but I don't think that they will, honestly. Like, Aurelian, I think, plays doesn't like he didn't or they didn't play a lot because they were really busy with exams and school. So that's the reason why I would not put Aurelian in S tier. But I see Aurelian over the other French players potentially. But yeah. I almost fixed that. Okay. Okay, now we are fine. Yeah, Blaine, not that it happens like in Hawaii where I almost died. It's funny because when I'm literally ill and about to die, I play my best tournaments. Both worlds, I was feeling terrible and I finished not so bad. Utrecht, you know what happened in Utrecht, and I won the whole tournament. I think I should treat myself even worse so that I can perform even better. Nah, maybe not. It's Nicolo. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Thank you, Federico, for mentioning that. Fixed it. But yeah. Hi Droven, how you doing? I was wondering if you don't mind explaining, and I don't want to interrupt. Yo, E-Parrots, good evening. Yeah, like, I think VGC is hard. That's all there is. Basically, Connor, basically. Yeah, there are a lot of Spanish players and a lot of Italian players. But the last French player, as far as I know, if anybody knows if like Gustavo Pereira or maybe Antoine Gouillardet or someone is going, let me know. But yeah, Eric Elegru is a little weird to rank because Eric Elegru is a pretty good ladder player as far as I know, and I think they played some online tournaments as well. But take a look at this. Like, okay, like how do you rank a person who played one tournament and finished top 8? Wait, is that Iliad? I thought Iliad was maybe his brother or something. But is that Iliad? Are you 100% sure? Okay, if that was Iliad, we've got some more tournaments. Yeah, Etox. Yeah. Like, I know of Etox. I was not sure if Etox was like Iliad on this website. But yeah, was it Iliad? Yeah, here, Iliad Leguo. Like, their tournaments were not the greatest. So 6-3, 6-3, 6-3, 5-4. They played Worlds, didn't finish so well. Next season, they played Lille Stuttgart 6-3 and 5-4. And in this season, they played Lille, or he played Lille, top 64. And now top 8 in Utrecht. So 2 good tournaments, but a lot of like mediocre ones as well. So he was quite good in the Sword and Shield era. I do not know a lot about the Sword and Shield era, and it's also kind of tough to compare the Sword and Shield era with like the upcoming NAIC. But Eric is probably a player that I would put in B or B minus. Probably B minus. I think like having a top 8, solid B, okay. I think solid B is also reasonable. Like they only had 1 top cut over 3 years of Scarlet and Violet, or not 3, more of 2.5 years. But they also never finished negative, I guess. So I will put them in B for now. Then for Germany, we've got myself. And it's weird talking about yourself. I'm the only German player who will attend NAIC, which is a little sad, but I can't change it. But I played 21 tournaments. It shows as 22 because Worlds Day 1 and Day 2 count as 2 tournaments here. But I played 21 tournaments, and I cut more than half of them. Day 2'd a lot, but my internationals are like, I day 2'd 4 out of 5, cut 1. Like Worlds obviously is not bad, and I'm currently on a little streak with finishing first and first. But I also had only an 8-4-1 in EUAC. Stuttgart before was a 5-3. LAIC I cut. When Gdansk, Lille, Dortmund, Worlds. Last year's NAIC I finished top 64. So yeah, it's weird talking about yourself. But yeah. I think I think I'm 5th currently in the CP sheet. Yeah, I'm 5th. My GCs were not good. Gotta be honest with that. I maxed out my local points. At least nobody for now can take away that I have the best worst finish. Like if you take a look at 5th best major, the 3 players with the best worst finish are Marco, Fedecampo, and myself. So yeah. Yeah, Fede, I think so. Cutting Worlds, in my opinion, this year will be easier than cutting NAIC, which sounds weird because Worlds will obviously be more stacked than NAIC. Like the chances of facing someone who's not that familiar with the game in NAIC is more likely, but you gotta imagine, like day 2ing NAIC is easier. Like 6 out of 8 rounds. Winning 6 out of 8 in NAIC is easier, but winning 10 out of 12 is more difficult than winning 8 out of 10 in Worlds. I think 8 out of 10 is doable. Like you can qualify for top cut in day 1 already, while for NAIC, even if you go 7-1 in day 1, which is a great result, you still have to go 3-1 in day 2. So in the new format, I feel like that's one reason. But even before that, I feel like if you start off with a 4-0 in NAIC, people always say that ICs, you have a lot of players that are under your skill level, which is, I guess, a little bit true, but you can get a super strong opponent in round 1. And even in 0-1 and or 1-2 tables, there can be still very strong opponents. Or if you start off 3-0, you will not play against a slouch, and that's why I think playing internet is actually very difficult. I leave on Wednesday, Alex. Or Adi? I assume Alex. It won't be 1400. It will be like 1100 max. And high tank win. What non-legend do you think is a counter to Groudon without being weak to Zacian? I mean, Walking Wake is like alright. I guess it is weak to Zacian, but if you run it in a Sun team, you can threaten a 1-hit KO. But yeah, I mean, like, it's this fairy ground coverage. We all know of Zerndon. I don't want to talk about Zerndon today, but yeah. So where do we put myself? Do we put myself... I will put myself over Aurelian, but do we put myself in S or do we put myself in A+? Like, I will leave the decision to you guys. Oh, yeah, I saw it. If you're doing it on Monday or Tuesday, I am down. Make a poll. Good call. I will make a poll. I will do 1 min. Boom. Least by chat. I guess doing it in my own chat is a little sus, but I'm really in between. Like, I cannot decide. C for connect. Oh no. What's an NAIC draft? It's going to be cool. We basically draft players, and whoever draft, like if I pick Aurelian, for example, the others cannot pick Aurelian, and everybody picks like up to, I think, 8 or 10 players, and those players who perform the best will win the whole thing. We don't even have an F tier chat. Yeah, like you can do that with Mons as well. I will actually... Okay. Then I guess I will put myself into S. Sassy baka. Okay, let's go. Okay. I think Marco is undoubtedly an S tier. Like, I think I would put Marco in front of me. Unfortunately. Actually, Marco is currently on a bad streak. I guess not really bad, but Marco, we all know him. He played 8 ICs, day 2 6, won 2. He won OCIC back to back. He also top cut both worlds we had. And like these statistics are also nuts. Like 27 tournaments played. No, I think it's 28 because he got the day 2 skip in Japan. But yeah, like he also cut more than half of them. But yeah, let's take a look. So Bologna was not his tournament. Stockholm was not bad. Like 9-3 is decent. EUIC top 32. Birmingham 70. Like he has over 2,000 championship points. I think it is not a question that we should rank Marco S and over me. Who would you say is the best UK player? We will get to that. Bologna is cursed for Marco. Yeah, he finished 5-3 last season as well. Like, it was close for Federico as well. Federico had a phenomenal game against Costa in the last season. And in this season, Fede, how did you start? I think it was like 2-2 or something, and then you cut all the way. You went all the way. Thank you, John, for the follow. Appreciate it. 0-1 and then 3-2. Okay, yeah. And then you won like 8 in a row. Like having this momentum is really important. And you were one who showcased that you can have this kind of momentum. Speaking of which, we don't have to talk a lot about Marco because I guess the consensus currently is that either Marco or myself, we are the best players in Scarlet and Violet in EU. Federico hexed like 3 out of 4 of his opponents. Sounds like a Federico thing, yeah. Anyways, Fede Campo. Let's take a look at Fede Campo. So first of all, second place, also over 2,000 championship points. Thank you, Hannes, for your prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I saw your tweet, Fede, as well, with like how funny it is that you actually have exactly 2017 championship points, and it's where everything started. And like Fede's GCs are insane. Like he's the player with the most GC points because he won a grand challenge, and he won another grand challenge, and he also finished in top 16 in one of the grand challenges. So yeah, really, really, really great GC results. And he also won a regional in this season. And for more, we can take a look at his Ben build page. I agree. For me, yes, but saying that like GCs being harder than regionals, I would put them on the same level. I guess winning one, yeah. I guess winning one is harder, yeah. With that I agree. Yo, Will Tank, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. Yeah, switch to gaming. I should focus on NAIC prep. Guys, I'm already telling you, I won't prep for NAIC. I will just pick up a team on Thursday again. We'll talk with like nobody about it because all my friends are not going. So nice. The best prep again. Sounds really fake. Okay. Well, I don't have a team yet. If you give me a team, I will take a team from you. I'm not complaining. But yeah, Federico, top 16 in Bologna, top 8 in Stockholm. So recently also really good tournaments. EUIC lost, we're winning in against Pierre Cost. That happens. And before that, top 4 in Birmingham, top 32 in LAIC, also top cut. Lost against Torviv in cut. That's also fair. Gdansk regional champion. Before that, a rough start into the season. Worlds, day 2 was not his day, but in day 1 he was able to go into day 2, which is still a great result. And only losses in day 1 were like to Diego, who finished top 8 eventually, and Kian. So and then Dr. Evan Trailer. Yeah. So like even though it says 6-4, I would not say that 6-4 is a bad result. This week, Aris. This week. But yeah, NAIC top 32 last year. Also not a bad result, obviously. And before that, like before NAIC, Fede had like a really rough time. Wait, your season was not amazing, your last season, but that's why I'm even more happy that like this season is like insane. And for those who didn't know, Federico was able to get into top 4 in Worlds of Yokohama, lost to me, and other than that, he lost to Shohei. And Maurice Utek. So all 3 losses are pretty much whatever. So where do we rank Federico? Like his season was insane because of also the GCs. I'm not saying that being good in a GC is not worth less than being good in like regionals. But since it's an IC and it's like a different environment, because in GCs you can calc, you can like play from home, you can get comfortable, you can eat and stuff while you play. Thank you for follow. That's why I say like the regionals are still not bad. Like winning a regional and top cutting 3 more or like 2 more and 1 international is not bad. But I would put Fede either in S behind myself or in A+ in front of Aurelian, or maybe actually I will put like I will make a poll again with Fede Campo, and then we will see S over me, S behind me, A+ over Aurelian, A+ behind Aurelian. You can choose chat after what you just saw. Is it a hot take that I predict Suiga is going to win Worlds? It's like not super hot, but I don't believe it. C like Campo. F like Federico, right? Yo, Dubious, how you doing? I think you also finished 8-3 in Bologna. Good one. I think you finished top 32, if I'm not mistaken. So, good one, champ. I feel like being good at ladder is also super duper different for 100%. That's why I stopped playing ladder. You didn't go? I thought... Are you top 32 at Stockholm? Wait. I thought it was Bologna. Was it? Wait. Yeah, you lost against Roberto, right? You lost against Roberto Parente in your win and in. Where are you? Wait, did I skip you? Wait, where are you? Top 32. Ah, you lost in top 32. Ah, yeah, here. I thought you also played Bologna. Never mind. What is good tournament practice? VR tours plus locals. For me, I don't play anything before a tournament. Like, I think if you play a lot, you start overthinking too much. But to get a grip for your team, I would recommend running like Limitless and Victory Road tournaments. Ladder is fake, and locals obviously also help. But the level on the locals can be different. So yeah, I also did not see I didn't see what won the poll. Hold on, can I open it somehow? I think I can. Yes, Fede Campo. Okay, S behind me wins the thing. Do you feel justified, Fede Campo, being an S tier behind me? I had to do oh, okay. I hope everything went well. Dubious. It's the same thing I voted. Okay, yeah. I think you can definitely win it, obviously. Do you already have a team? Or are you still trying to figure things out? I mean, you played a good team, like you played series team, right? I guess it's your team because you won the... it's funny because you won the GC with the team, then Cherry Belly used it, and some players also used it in Utrecht already, and now it's your team again. Do you think Miraidon Lunala still has a place? It's Showdown best of 3 that are fake? Yes. Like, for me it is. Some people say, oh, ladder is everything. Some people actually also ladder 10 hours a day. But no. Well, Loila, I doubt it. Like, you played against some really good players in your regionals, I know that. But I guess your locals are also very stacked, that is fair, yeah. And thank you, Mirai, by the way, for follow. Okay, nice, glad to hear that, Dubious. Miraidon, Koraidon, Bolt, oh no. It's strong? Okay, okay. But yeah, I think double terrain is like really good with Korma and Lunala. Hi, Spinex. Yes, I still recommend it. It's not the greatest team. Like, it was a call for a tournament and not for the entire meta. But you can still make day 2 with a team for sure. Okay. Like, yeah, I feel like setup is also not amazing. I mean, to be fair, the French players proved us wrong. And hi, Alex. How you doing? Okay, next up we've got Chichiot, okay? Oh, is it Chichiot? I'm never sure if it's Chichiot or Sisiot. Or maybe something entirely else. Maybe the Italians can help me. Is it Chichiot, the first, or is it Sisiot, the second? Or is it neither? Neither. The first. Okay, Chichiot. Yeah, okay, so I've been doing it the right way all the time. But yeah, let's take a look at Chichiot. He's currently 4th. He's in front of me. And he didn't even play all his locals. He has 3 really good GCs. Like, he finished top 8 3 times. And not just in Grand Challenges, also in Global Challenges. And in Majors, Stuttgart finalist, LAIC, EUIC, like both ICs top 16. Bologna top 8 and G-Dance top 64. Let's take a look at his ban build page. So Chichiot, recently 6th in Bologna, 33rd in Stockholm, so bubbled on 1 place, 10th in EUIC, 2nd in Stuttgart, 14th in LAIC, 41st in G-Dance, and even last year's Worlds, he finished in top 64. Before that, he had a little rough time with 6-3, 6-3, 6-3, 2 day 2s, another 6-3. Here you might be wondering, why did he got this? Why did he drop with 3-2? He didn't get dropped, as far as I know, at least. He got hack checked and got disqualified after. But yeah, so Chichiot is not super consistent, but in this season he is. Like 7-3, 9-3, 13-3, 12-2, 7-3, 12-2. Like, this season is a different Chichiot. If we just take a look at the recent ICs, 10th and 14th, like both times top 16, that is great. And if we take a look at the stats for like ICs, yeah, that were his 2 cuts, and he day-2'd 1 more IC, and he day-2'd 1 Worlds, and it was the last year's Worlds. So, Chichiot. Like, he has the energy, I feel like, to be able to win, but it feels weird to rank him above Federico or myself, honestly. Nicolo. I was thinking about reaching out to one Italian player that I'm the biggest fan of ever. Like, there's one Italian player. Like, it doesn't mean that I hate all the other Italians. I want to make sure that stop the count. But if like you want to know who gives me like boss aura, like whenever I see him, like, he's intimidating, but when I talk with him, he is super sweet. It's Giuseppe Musicio. Like, Giuseppe is, he looks so intimidating. Like, he has this aura. And hi, Korn. I don't know, actually. Yeah, Pepe is the goat. Like, I was eating dinner with Pepe in LAIC, and I had an amazing talk with him. So, do you guys know if Pepe is going to NAIC? Because he is not on my list. Italian powers Arcos. Yeah, I feel like some players just give this aura, you know? Like, Eric Rios. in the Spanish community has like this aura. Like Eric Rios, Barish Akos, and Pepe are like these 3 players that just they have aura, you know. Anyways, yeah, like the top cut match from Chichiot and Bologna was not hilarious, but what is a good word? Pretty sad to see, yeah. But yeah, Kon, I will just go to have some fun. Last year's NAIC, even though I had food poisoning, it was amazing. Just you need to understand, like, I have some American friends and I can only see them once a year if I only go to Worlds, maybe twice with EUIC. But like last year was amazing. I never thought of Billa as intimidating. Okay, fair enough. Oh no, Nicolo. Oh no. Yo, Lossie! Good evening. How you doing? I guess good afternoon for you. I hope you're doing great. But yeah, I guess Chichiot, even though I think Chichiot is Chichiot ST. Okay, I will make a poll again because I want to do this with you. Chichiot. Behind me, behind Federico, in front of Aurelian, behind Aurelian. Boom. Like it's really tough to say. I think Chichiot is in this level who can, like, he can also win for sure. I think based on the season he has to be like he has to be in front of Aurelian at least. Like it's either here or maybe here. Chichiot is STF, he used good Pokemon. I mean, he didn't use good Pokemon and finished top 8 regardless in Bologna. Like, he used Iron Valiant, Iron Tread, Sinistra, and I guess 3 good Pokemon. Actually, Terapagos is not even good. Yeah, Korn, I know. Okay, most players say A+. Nah, actually, I will put Chichiot in S. We like having 4 players in S is a little weird, but for me, I know I made a poll and then I don't take like what the poll says, but now that I've thought more about it, I will put him in S. But did you guys answer the thing? No, you didn't answer if Pepe was going. Damn. All my Italians in the chat, but nobody is useful. Just kidding. I love you. Swick, how you doing? Pepe isn't going. No. But yeah, next up we've got Pardo. I think Pardo is going for sure. And Pardo has won an IC. We will not see it on the ban build page because it was long ago. 2018? 17? 18, I think. Pepe is not going. Okay, thank you for clarifying. 19, damn. 6 years. Yeah, I know that it was EUIC, but I was not sure which year it was. So he won 2019 by quitting the shit out of, was it Davide Carrera? I think it was Davide Carrera. With Zern, yes. We all love Zern on Mirrors. I watched that finals and it was amazing. And that doesn't mean that Flavio's bad. I think Flavio, even in Skull Violet, he finished undefeated in one day one. I think it was EUIC last year. Let's take a look. First of all, let's take a look where he is ranked in the CP sheet. So Flavio currently is ranked 13th. Flavio has 1,380 championship points. pretty much qualified for the Travel Award. Not 100%, but pretty much qualified. Let's take a look at the GCs first. Top 8, top 32, and top 64. So good GCs, but obviously compared to the ones we just had with Chichiot and Fede Campo, not that amazing. Like, still, like getting 340 points out of GCs is still, as you can see, if I filter this after GCs, he's probably in the top 15. It was not the mirror. Damn. Stuttgart was it? But it was also in one IC. He had a really, really good one. We can take a look in just maybe he finished 7-1. And he also day 2 an IC with Fesante Pity. Anyways, like his regionals are all white. We can take a look now. First of all, the stats. 22 tournaments played, 10 day 2s, 4 cuts only. Or like, it's still like impressive. Like, it's just compared to the players we just had, I said only. Like, cutting 4 out of 22 is still something not a lot of players did, okay? Don't get me wrong. Like, I want to make sure that nobody understands me wrong, because often people understand me wrong. I saw that, what was it? Jonathan Marston made a team report. And for those who didn't know, he called his title, I built a terrible team. And it is funny because, like, here, I want a huge Pokemon with a terrible team. He got so upset that I called his team terrible, but he was not there in the situation. So yeah, that's why I want to make sure that nobody feels offended in anything I say. I just, you know. Anyways, for internet, he day 2'd 3 out of 3, didn't cut 1 row. And in this season, let's take a look at the ICs first. So EUIC 9-3 in this season, and the other ICs 9-6 in the last season, and the season before that 11-3. Super close, bubbled on cut, and yeah. He also, I think he didn't have a win it in. He finished 4-3. He had to win 1 more round to get into cut of first year's Worlds. But yeah, this season, like, Worlds was not his tournament. And then Dortmund 7-4, Stuttgart undefeated, right? And then he lost a Groudon Jumpluff mirror. Super cringe. Then Birmingham top 8. Well done there. No, Birmingham he played Groudon. In Stuttgart it was Regulation H. My bad. I mixed it up. But yeah, EOIC 9-3, Stockholm 9-3 was able to cut and lost against Matty Morgan. And then Bologna 5-3. So his season is still good. Otherwise, he would not be in the Travel Award race. But I would put him in A- probably. Maybe B+. I think A- is correct. I feel like this seems about right. Yeah, for this I will not make a poll because we still got a ton of players to go. Is a solid A. I don't see him on the same. Hey, actually, if Adam is here, well, Adam is more consistent than Pardo, I feel like. How many players in total are going? For now, I have like, how many players are this? 9 plus 35. So at least 44 Europeans. Has a rough start in Scavio, but he's coming back. Yeah, I saw the whole, like, yeah, like, Pardo is still a good player. I think in Sword and Shield, not in Sword and Shield, in Sun and Moon, he was one of the better players. I think he debuted Worlds as well. So yeah, serious going. I have him in my list. Do I not? I do not. Okay. I actually knew that he was going, but somehow I did not have him on my list. That is weird. He was the best in the world in 2019. How did he finish in Worlds 2019? Paro is solid A. You're repeating, Nicolo. You're repeating yourself. Won the Italian Nets and cut Worlds. Damn. He went 4-3 at Worlds, but won EOIC and top 8 in NAIC. Yeah, okay. Naoto was better than Paro. Did Naoto win Japan Nets? Then you can make a case for him. Okay, but since you guys wanted, I will make a poll. New poll. Paro. In front of Adam. Behind Adam. Behind Teotime. A-. Top 8 NAIC and then DQ. Wait, what? Hi Ruben, but what the flip happened? The wolf accident? I don't know what happened. I never heard of that story. You guys know that I'm new to or like relatively new to VGC, but what happened? A judge deleted his team? Nah. Wait, huh? Like, nah. He wasn't this good. That is insane. That is insane. That is insane. Wow. Like, I honestly have no words. Damn, you like this is scam. Like, wow. Okay, wow. Well, yeah, like, dude, that just, yeah. And that's the reason why they removed Team Lock. Actually, there was still, thank you Idris for follow, there was still Team Lock and Sword and Shield. But that could be one of the reasons why they removed it. Also, Korn, I understand how you feel about the whole Alessio situation, but you went a little bit too far. True, Federico, that's a very fair point. But yeah, Giulio, it's Giulio, I know. Giulio Talao is currently ranked 17th. He hasn't played a lot of locals, but his GCs again were really great. He finished, where do we have it? Second, top 8 and top 16 in the GCs. I don't know, like all the Italians are born to be GC masters. Like take a look at like the others. Victor Medina only 245, I only 240, Melly 250, Teotime 250. Like the Italians are cheating. Like obviously not. Like they are just cracked. They are honestly just cracked. It's just funny to see like that the best player in the GCs Italian, the second best Italian, the third best Italian, the fourth best Italian. Like if we only had GCs and the invites would only go to the best GC players, we would have 30 Italian invites. Wait, never mind. We still get 30 Italian invites. Thank you for the follow, Matteo. Yeah, like the World Champ track is one of the best. And thank you, Mamma Mia, for the follow as well. But yeah. Okay, Dylan, if you say so. Gemini activated, my bad. Okay, so Giulio. Giulio is a player. I just remember his Gdansk from this season. How did I pronounce that? Gdansk. And his Gdansk was not amazing. Like Bologna 5-3, Utrecht 4-4. Then EUAC he cuts and finishes top 16, losing to Gavin twice. Seemed like a rough matchup. And the other only loss was Blake Falls. So finishing twice against the same player is really rough. But yeah, Birmingham 5-3, LAC 5-3, Gdansk 0-4. And like everybody can have such tournaments. And I'm happy like that this happened. I'm not like laughing at Giulio, but it just showcases that like even the best players can have a rough day. Like, and that's why I'm happy that this happened. Like, we also saw Jamie Boyd, EUIC accident. And like when this happens, it just showcases that even the top players are human and not like robots. He got hacked by Gavin twice. Damn, that's rough. You probably know more. Yeah, I can do that, Aris. And I agree with that, Slaney. But yeah, Lille 7-4. Dortmund, he cut again. Top 32. And before that, like last NAIC, he finished, he bubbled on cut. He finished top 16. Bologna top 32. Stockholm top 16. Like last season was really good. Top 16 LAIC as well. And in the first season, he also had 11-4, 12-3, 10-4. So Giulio is like this season was not amazing because he had only 3 day 2s out of 8 tournaments. 3 out of 8 is not a good. It's still not bad, but compared to the other top players, it's not a good ratio. But his ICs are always good. I mean, I didn't mean to do that. Giulio stats. Like internationals, 2 cuts out of 8, 6 day 2s. That's something you also have to keep in mind. Oh, well, okay, Dubious. Tell me the lore. Was it like 2018 or 2016? Or what's the lore behind that? Oh yeah, Giulio. Speaking of you, good evening. Yeah, I'm a little sad to see, like, you're an amazing person, and it's just heart crushing when we see like those results. 2022. Wait, did Giulio only start with Sword and Shield? I thought Giulio was a player who played in Sun and Moon as well. But yeah, so Giulio, I would probably put him in B over Eric Eligwu, I feel like. Or maybe B+, because the ICs are just so good. I think B+ is reasonable. I think first approach the game watching 2019 Worlds. Yeah, maybe Giulio can't tell himself how he got into the game or when he got into the game. It's a little bit too much. Okay, what exactly do you mean? D rank? D. Okay, actually. Okay, it's like it's obviously not D rank, but I see something with like B, either B+, B, or B-. Actually, I'll make a poll. B+ in front of Eric, behind Eric, B-. I guess you can also say, actually, only 3 day 2s out of 8 is actually quite bad. Now that I think about it. Well, I'm ranking on like going into NAIC. If you take everything into account, how likely is like how good will they perform in NAIC? Who is like an S tier NAIC player, or who will be like, or just in general how the season went, how good the players are in ICs in general, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I understand that, Loyla. But yeah, that's what I mean. He did cut EUIC. Okay. Julio, you were the one who wanted that. And actually, maybe we can put Eric in B minus. There's such a huge gap. We will maybe rearrange some stuff. Like maybe Team is also here. I think this is not bad. If you consider only the season, it's really D. I'm not just considering this season. Like last NAIC, you finished 11th. So it's not impossible that you cut this IC, I would say. Actually, maybe it is. No, just kidding. But like it's really tough to compare. Korn, you were not here, but actually maybe here Korn, Iliad, this is also Legru. It's the same player, 8-3 in Lille this season. And before that, some 5-3, some 6-4, 6-3, 5-4. Yeah. But, okay. But what's the reason? Federico and I just talked about that, like, ICs are a little different, but, like, what's the reason you think you perform better at ICs than in regionals? What do you think? What is it? But yeah, so Eric is actually, why is Eric, why is Eric, I think this is about right. It's an international champ difference. Wait, is Giulio an international champion? Wait. I think, wait, Giulio won an international? Try going out to drink with Giulio and you can cut. An hour half, okay. I see. Now, I think this is kinda cap, Loyla. Like, not entirely, but yeah. And thank you, Vultur, for follow. He's one of the best that hasn't won anything yet. I work like a horse during the week, so for me regionals are torture. 12 Friday nights or Sunday night. Fair and understandable. I hope you enjoy your work regardless, because the way you phrased it doesn't sound amazing, but you would not do what you're doing if you wouldn't enjoy it, right? Julio got second at the region in 2022. I see. Yeah, I think I will keep it that way for now. Next up, we've got Luca Cherry Belly. Currently, where is he? Luca Cherry Belly. Here. He played 4 tournaments in this season. Okay? So, it's the reigning world champion, obviously. And, like, in the first Scarlet Violet season, I think the music is a little loud currently. Yeah, so first season he finishes top 16 EOIC, top 16 Malmo, top 8 Turin, and finishes 5-1 in day 1 of Worlds. Day 2 doesn't go his way. Next season he finishes top 8 EOIC, second Bologna, wins Worlds. This season top 16 Stuttgart, top 32 EOIC after going undefeated in day 1, top 32 Utrecht, and top 32 Bologna. Yeah, he will make top 32, obviously. Like, his latest ones. Yeah, Siri is, like, really, really good. Just put him in S tier. But where? Would you put... I think you can... Okay, I think you put Siri in front of Chichiot at least. Do we put him in front of Fede Campo, myself, or even Marco? X3 addict. Yeah, like, when, like, did Siri also have such results in Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon? Did he play back then? I will make a poll again. In front of Marco, behind Marco, behind me, behind Fede Campo, or behind Chichiot. Boom. Hi Alessio, how are you doing? You won the Italian special event 2017. Oh, crazy. So he was 16 back then. So now he's like 24. That's a good age. Magic. Wait, which Germany game? Nations League? I think Nations League, right? I will, Korn, I will make a tier list on the tier list maker. I will get a picture of every single player that is qualified. All 350-ish players. Before the COVID, so we aged to master at a younger age. Wait, with 14? Wait, when did you age up to master? I'm here for the drama, let's go. Where's Portugal? I see. At the moment 16. He was 14. Aged 15 some weeks after. That's honestly crazy. I think it's a good thing that you play with at 16 now, because it is like with 16 it's more feasible to play like more events. You are obviously probably still going to school and stuff, but I mean we saw some 16-year-olds or 17-year-olds that performed quite well. Shoutouts to Korn van Kaan, Michal Kwiatkowski, Ruben Babuben Giancini. Ruben Giancini is probably the best player who aged up in the last season. Like in the last season, in this season we also got Robbie Shy, and yeah, Joshua Robinson. Joshua Robinson is not European. But yeah, you're right. I should have aged to Masters in 2020. Oh, I see. Okay. That is... Like, do you think it was better that way? I think Aurelian is the best. Actually, yeah, Aurelian aged up also. Well, Aurelian aged up the same year with Fede Campo, right? 2022? Was it 1 year later? 2020? Yeah, true. He played, or they played 2022 Worlds in seniors, and then 2023 they started the Masters. Man, Aurelian was born in 2006. Man. Yeah, I remember. They finished top 8 Worlds 2022 in seniors. I remember. Um, Also, Alessio, you are here. You said you're here for the drama. Are you going to NAIC? And hi, Maxime. Anyways, next up we've got Lorenzo Silvestrini. And Lorenzo, we will not see it on the Benville page or on the CP page. I guess Chichiot, the same thing. I never mentioned that Chichiot won a Victory Road tournament in this season. Maybe I should have mentioned that, but I think it's still like this kind of ranking. Is it? Wait, is it not Alessio Ferrara? I thought Alessio 3-1. Oh, wait, which Alessio is it? Alessio, out yourself. There are too many Alessios. Yeah, like, did Chicho actually win too? Thank you, Breezy, for a follow. I don't play VGC. Ah, I see. Okay, my bad. Sorry for. Okay, my bad. I apologize. And thank you, Alessio. Thank you. Dubious is not going, as far as I know. But yeah, Lorenzo Silvestrini. What he achieved is also phenomenal. He won a Victory Road tournament in this season, back to back. This is what you meant. Wait, no, Nicolo. Wait, no, you were referring to Chichiot. But Lorenzo won a regional, like in Regulation G, and not a regional, Victory Road tournament in Regulation G and Regulation I, back to back. And his tournaments are also not bad recently. We can take a look. So Lorenzo, 6-3 Utrecht, 5-4 UIC, 6-3 Turin, first season. Not amazing. Second season, Barcelona 6-3, Gdansk 6-3. Suddenly, he starts winning Stuttgart 6-3 again, 5-4 again. Bologna 11-4. Then Worlds, he finishes top 64, losing to Victor, who finished in top cut, Navid, who finished in top cut, Michael, who finished in top cut. So, yeah, very reasonable losses. And in this season, 5-3, 5-3, top 64 Stuttgart, day 2 EUIC top 64, close to top 64 in Stockholm, and now top 4 Bologna. So, Lorenzo, the way he plays on stream is very methodical. I feel like Lorenzo plays really good Pokemon. But without his Incineroar, Rillaboom, Clefairy, he would be nowhere. Did I add them? I did not add them. I can add them. And thank you to Zomi for mentioning that. Adrian Isidoro. Hopefully Adrian goes. He's a homie. And Alberto Canuello Gomez. Well, I can't make that N on this screen. Yeah, I know that it's Canuello and not Canuello with like the tilde, but I can't do it on my keyboard. True, Fede Campo. Well, I will put Suika a little higher than you, just because Suika won 3, and like he won 4 already, but 3 in this season, and had the second place. But you are probably the second best GC player. Yeah, Adrian had take. I know that you're Adrian, but you're not going to NAIC. Aww. But you will go to Worlds at least. That's also true, Nicolo. But yeah, Lorenzo, I would say Lorenzo's odds of winning NAIC are not super high. They are also not super low. But I would put him behind Teotima. Like, how many ICs did he play in Scarlet and Violet? He played 3 and only debuted 1 of them. So, I put Lorenzo in here for now. We should like increase the pace just a little bit. And now, okay, Ruben is interesting. When we talked about Lorenzo Silvestrini, who only uses Shadow Rider and only performs well when it's with Shadow Rider, we've also got Ruben. And yeah, Ruben without Shadow Rider. I don't know. Did Ruben ever ever use not Shadow Rider? I am not sure. I mean, he played before Shadow Rider was legal. He played. Actually, did he? Wait. Yeah, EUIC last year was regulation F. Yeah, he played one tournament without Shadow Rider. That's true, Nicolo. That's true. But yeah, so Ruben. If we, like, after EUIC, he wins Bologna, his second ever master event. Then he finishes top 16 in Worlds. He only lost to the World Champ and Daniel Yu. Then, in this season, 5-3 in Lille, 6-4 Gdansk. Suddenly he top cuts EUIC, top 32 Stockholm, and gets into finals of Bologna. He almost won Bologna back to back. If he starts flipping burgers. If he doesn't play Shadow Horse, you mean? So Ruben is, for me, a player who's, I think you can also say that Ruben is supposed to be behind Aurelian, and that's also fair. But Ruben is a phenomenal player. Well, that final was weird, Slaney. Like, the final was very weird. I feel like Siri made some questionable moves. It felt like he was throwing. I remember that final. I was watching it on my bus drive. And also Siri got super unlucky. He missed like every possible heat wave with Chiyu. I think he missed 3 out of 3 or something. But yeah. I am A+ with CSR and D without CSR. Damn. But since CSR is legal, man, why am I surrounded by Italians? Too much Italiano. Speaking of, we this is something that I was told. You probably know more, guys. Is Matteo going to NAIC? He doesn't seem like a player who would attend ICs far away to me. But maybe he is. I don't think he's going. Hi Lily, good evening. I guess we could still rank him. We are here because we want Fede Campo in D tier. Well, that is unfortunately not going to happen. I wish I could put him in D tier, especially after what happened in Gdansk. But I can't. Hi, PokeChess. How are you? But yeah, Matteo Velata is a player. He was in the US for a couple of months. That's because he played one of my best friends in a tournament, and he said that he was going to the US. But yeah, so Matteo Velata, 5-4, 5-4, 6-3, 5-4, 6-3, top 32 Orlando, top 64 Bologna, and then in this season, top 64 Dortmund, 5-3, 5-3, 7-3 Seville, had a win it in against Dozo, Sam Tepner. Man, he played against 9 Spanish players in a row. That's crazy. And now he won Bologna. Like, I feel like Matteo's probably a C tier candidate. I think this is about right. You've got to put someone in D tier. Like, we will obviously adjust in the end, but for now I will have like a rough overview of everything. Mathe have done much. I am a Mathe. Yeah, him. But yeah, he is also like, his GCs are alright. He almost maxed out locals, 1149 championship points. It is not poker chess, no. Okay, Shairaba. I guess this is a player we probably have to put in D tier. I will show you why, okay? It's not personal. I want to highlight it's not a personal grudge or anything, but if we take a look at... Okay, they are not even top 100 Italian players. So... Shai Giuseppe Raba. Or do I need the accent? Can someone like... I need the accent... Wait, I can just copy this. Boom. So Shai started in the first season with 5-4 in EUIC, not bad. And then in the second season, 6-3 EUIC, 4-5 Stockholm, and top 32 Bologna. Played Worlds, finished 4-4. That was alright, but like this season, 4-4 Lille, 4-4 Gdansk, 5-3 LAIC, top 16 Stuttgart is a good finish, top cut in Stuttgart. 5-3 Birmingham, 2-4 EUIC, 1-4 Stockholm, 4-4 Utrecht, and 5-3 Bologna. Like, I hope, like, obviously, Shai, they deserve the invite, or he deserves his invite as much as all the others. But obviously, the results are not speaking for him, because his second best finish is top 256. But as long as he gets points, probably a top 512 finish is enough to get the qualification, to get the invite for Worlds. But yeah, he is not as good as the others. I won't get cancelled, others. Like, it is just... Like, if somebody feels offended, I feel like their ego is probably not great. Like, out of all players, he is the one I expect to win the least. Like, of all the players we ranked so far. Like, would you say a regional champ in the last regional should be worse than him? Like, no. No, Slaney. Only 75 players. You know how the qualification method works. And I already know that, like, my assumption is that 907 championship points is not going to be enough. And that's why he needs points. But yeah. Okay, 3 more Italians. Next time we've got Marco Maras. And Marco is weird. And Marco currently has 900 championship points. Maxed out locals. GCs were like fine. He has 3 top 64s, just like I do. And his regionals in this season were not amazing. Because... in the last season, he was actually, like, in the first season, he had a good Bochum run, and he also day-2'd Worlds. And then in the second season, he starts off with the finals in Barcelona, top 64 in Lille, and another okay finish in Stockholm. And then in NAIC, he finishes top 64. So overall, not bad. Worlds, he finished 4-3, unfortunately. He started off 4-1, lost round 6 and round 7, unfortunately. And then in this season, 5-3 LAIC, 5-3 Birmingham, 5-3 EUIC, 5-3 Utrecht, and 5-3 Bologna. Like, come on. So he probably, according to all we have now, is also D tier, but in front of Shai. Just because, like, he had a good NAIC last season. But I see Matteo over Marco. I can send it into the chat, Enigma. Now, Lily, 900, like, the maximum possible will be 950. Like, I think it will be more of 920, but we will talk about that after we made our ranking. I will also talk about what I think the projected cutoff for top 75 is, what the projected cutoff for top 22 is for the stipend, and what the projected cutoff for top 16 is. I know that this is not for top 16. Top 16 currently is like, I think here should be Ibrahim. But yeah, he had a lot of bad luck in this season, but like that could go for everyone. But yeah, Mattia Cognetta, as far as I know, he told me he was going to Worlds when I played against him in a Victory Road tournament. And Mattia aged up this year as well, as far as I know. And Mattia is also interesting. He isn't going, but he said he was registered. But if he isn't going, we don't have to rank him, I guess. Like, if he isn't going for 100%. Mattia's broke. I mean, by the way, do you guys know what his brother does, Desu? I heard that he was playing a lot of Pocket, but, like, come on. But I assumed Desu is also not going. Judge? Wait, is Desu a judge? He was a judge in Bologna? Wow. Okay. Crazy. I did not expect that. That is pretty cool. He is taking a break from playing. Breaks are important. I realized that as well. And that's why I'm not taking a break. I actually had, we all should. I mean, to be fair, if you take a look, I had some breaks. Like, I played my first season, I played a lot. But then, like here, Worlds in August, and then until December, I haven't played. I skipped Lille, Barcelona, and G-Dance. Like, I had a 4-month break. So that was not bad. And then I played a lot, right? And then after Stuttgart, I also had like a 3-month break until EUIC because I haven't played Birmingham, I guess. And I also didn't play the GC in November as well. But yeah, now I'm back again. Breaks are for a week. You should get demolished until you cannot play anymore. But yeah, Nicolo Poyato. Nicolo is also on the brink of an invite. So Nicolo, I think, is... Yeah, like 917 can be enough. But Nicolo, the GCs were alright, 80, 80, 50. And the tournaments... Let's take a look at the tournaments. So, Nicolo... Oh, what am I doing? So, Nicolo, first season, day 2 in EUIC, top 64. And then in the second season, good Barcelona finish. And then in this season, 8-3 Dortmund, day 2 in Lille, 5-3, 5-3. This was that top cut in Birmingham? This was top cut, right? 8-3 was enough for top cut, I think. So yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that Nils is just chilling. No, like, this spreadsheet hasn't ranked all players. It only ranked players with over 675 championship points, and Nils Dunlop has 500 championship points. And that's why he's not on the list. But yeah, Nicolo Poyato. So 3 day twos, 1 cut. Actually 4 day twos. Bologna 8-3 as well. Nicolo Poyato. Probably here. Yeah, I already said Slaney. Nils has no points. Like, it's crazy, but yeah, Nils has no points. Okay. And that's all the Italians. And I think for now it looks about right. We will, in the end, we will obviously